Hey, wrestling fans, welcome to another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic for Saturday, October 1st, 2016. It's Saturday night, and I'm going to talk about last night's Ring of Honor's All-Star Extravaganza 8 on pay-per-view, which was live from Lowell, Massachusetts. Very good pay-per-view. Let's get into it with the opening contest of the evening for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. It's Donovan Dijak with Prince Nana taking on the champion Bobby Fish. Fish gets the win to retain the championship in this one at 13 minutes 21 seconds. Next up is a four-way tag team match to get a title shot at the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. And it is the Cabinet, Kenny King and Rhett Titus, taking on Shane Taylor and Keith Lee, War Machine, Ray Rowe Hansen, and Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle with the boys. Not a bad match here. And it is Cabana and Castle getting the win to earn the title shot at 8 minutes 54 seconds. And now Nigel McGuinness joins Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino on commentary. And the next match on All-Star Extravaganza is Kamatashi representing New Japan Pro Wrestling taking on Dragon Lee representing CMLL. Very good match here. And it is Dragon Lee getting the victory at 16 minutes 8 seconds. And now Kyle O'Reilly against Hangman Page representing the Bullet Club. Page wins at 9 minutes 51 seconds. O'Reilly wins this one. Sorry about that. And after the match, Page attacks O'Reilly, and then Bobby Fish comes out to make the save for his tag team partner. And then Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino run down the 6-man tag team championship tournament to crown the first ever Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions. And Kevin Kelly interviews Silas Young. He will be getting a shot soon at the Ring of Honor World Championship. And we have a first match in the 6-man tag team tournament. It is Jay White, Kushida, and ACH taking on the Briscoes. And Yano, White, Kushida, and ACH are victorious at 14 minutes 28 seconds. In our next match here on the pay-per-view, Jay Lethal taking on the IWGP Intercontinental Champion Naito with Evil. Evil interferes in this one a little bit, and Naito attacks ring announcer Bobby Cruz. And it is the former Ring of Honor World Champion Jay Lethal getting the win in this one at 13 minutes 58 seconds in a pretty good match. And now it is time for the Ring of Honor World Championship match. Unbreakable Michael Elgin taking on Adam Cole. Thought it was a good match. I want to say it was anything real great, but it was a good match. Cole wins to retain the championship at 13 minutes 52 seconds. And now it is time for the main event of the evening. the ladder war for the World Tag Team Championships. And it is the Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, defending against the Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, and the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. This match was crazy. Definitely match of the night. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian were busted open, especially Daniels. He was covered in blood. Everybody went through tables, went through ladders. A lot of exciting, dangerous spots in this one. All 6 men were great in this match. Daniels looked like he was in very bad shape. But it is the Young Bucks winning this one to become the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions at 23 minutes 42 seconds. Great main event to close this pay-per-view. So that was Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza 8. And like I said, match of the night. Definitely the main event, the ladder war. If you missed it, I suggest you check out the replay. Great pay-per-view. And next time Ring of Honor returns to pay-per-view is with Final Battle on December 2nd. And before I go for tonight, I gotta talk some TNA. There's been a lot of talk about what is going to be the future of TNA this weekend, and not really sure what's going to happen with TNA, but we do know that Bound for Glory will take place tomorrow night. What I've read is they've gotten the funds from an unidentified third party to pay for Bound for Glory tomorrow night on pay-per-view and the TV tapings next week. So hopefully it'll be good news for TNA. There's all these rumors about WWE being in the bidding to buy TNA. Don't know if that's true or not. What I hear is most likely Billy Corgan could buy it. And now there's this third party, I guess, who paid for the funds. Don't know who that is. And also some more news about TNA. Drew Galloway is injured, will not be able to compete at Bound for Glory tomorrow night. So in the finals of the first ever TNA Impact Wrestling Grand Championship, Eddie Edwards will be taking the place of Drew Galloway. And like I said, Bound for Glory will take place tomorrow night on pay-per-view at the Impact Zone in Universal Studios. And once again, Eddie Edwards is taking the place of Drew Galloway to take on Aaron Rex in the finals of the TNA Grand Championship Tournament to become the first ever Grand Champion. And the Great War, the Broken Hardys taking on Decay. And the main event for the TNA World Championship, EC3 taking on Lashley. And more. I'm hoping tomorrow to have a show to talk more about Bound for Glory. And should be a good pay-per-view. And hopefully there will be more news that will come out, and hopefully it will be good news about the future of TNA. Dixie Carter has tweeted some big news coming either tomorrow at the pay-per-view or at the TV tapings, I believe she said. So definitely want to stay tuned to see what happens. And that's all for tonight's episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic 165. And remember, you can like 360 Wrestling Podcast on Facebook and on Twitter at 360 Wrestling Pod. Instagram is 360 Wrestling Podcast. The podcast that is all about the collective league of adrenaline, strength, and honor, Clash Wrestling 360, is also on Facebook. And if you have any questions or comments, you can always email at lb360wrestlingfanatic@gmail.com. And hope to be back soon, real soon, to have another episode of focusing more on Bound for Glory tomorrow night. But until then, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.